What's up, y'all? It's your boy Universe here, coming to you with a couple thoughts. Um, if we are a nation of God, and the Muslims and Hebrews, this goes to you guys too. If we are all a nation of God, and we are somewhat following what God says, and we're trying to follow the Bible or the commandments, right? And we know in the book it gives all of these statutes to live by, basically, on what to do to your fellow man if he owes you money, what to do if his wife sleeps with you or you sleep with his wife. You know, like the book gives us all of these things on a cheating neighbor, what to do if you have more and someone has little. But then you have to ask yourself, how did they get to that point? How did they get to the point of a nation to where God was trying to show them how to live as a nation? How did they get to that point? Where were they before that point where God was telling them what happens if another man were to owe you money? How did they get to that point? How did they get to the point where God was talking about slaves and what to do when your slave steals from you, or a fellow man steals from you, or is working for you as of money? How you treat that person. Didn't God give us a layout of that? Didn't he say you paid that man that day of his earnings? Basically what I'm trying to say is, if you look at the bigger picture of what God did and what was trying to do, and then you look at yourselves now and you really try to call yourselves Christians or Hebrews or, you know, the Israelites, like, from my understanding, God did care about self. He cared about you being you and just living and enjoying. He did interfere when he was asked to interfere, when he was asked for help. He didn't do what he wanted to do multiple times, like, you know, because from my understanding, he really was supposed to destroy all of humankind multiple times, to where we wouldn't even be here before Jesus went and died for the sins. It's funny how in the Bible it was like prophesied, or so-called prophesying the coming of Jesus, but to me it never prophesied the coming of Jesus. See, since the Bible is written from a beginning to end time, in a certain time, and we are now in the future reading a past time that was written from a beginning to end time, we now know things that they didn't know. We can conceive things and I guess imaginative things that they couldn't imagine. Although I'm starting to think that they were more open-minded than we were. Hence that we look outward into outer space and hope for a deeper understanding or a deeper answer, when we could be looking at each other as a society and looking within to truly to connect to the earth that we're on to get the answers that we need. But no, we think that we know everything, even though we know nothing, because we were born on a world that we know nothing about. Realize we have a neural link connection to this world that we can tap into, but we can't, because we have scientists who think they know everything. And now we're stuck in this hypocritical loop of a cycle of learning things from people that thought they knew, that just wanted the control. And now we have people who still think that they know, learning the things, learning the wrong. Like, if you have a bad teacher and you have a righteous soul, And this righteous soul is learning the bad teacher. Well, as a righteous soul, growing up being a righteous soul, you're not going to turn against the teacher, because what they know is bad teaching isn't bad teaching to you. It's just teaching. And you're just learning. You don't know that that's bad until you meet the other side. And now have to decide between yourself which side was actually wrong or right. Not knowing that there is a true right. No, you have to decide which one of these are wrong or right, even though these are the only ones given to you. Given to you by the people that didn't know there was another. They're just having a freaking disagreement with that's most of the time, that's literally what it is, which is sad society. Very sad. I think this, you think that, so now we're gonna pull somebody else into it and make them choose a side, and we'll choose whoever's right, and you're just wrong. Yeah. Way to work together. But I just ate, it's so delicious. So flavorful. Is it nutritious? No. Does it make my stomach happy? Yes. Does it make my mouth hurt and tingle from all the bad bacteria and shit that is kicked up? Yes. But why do I eat it? Because society says that that's okay. It's okay to eat junk. You can just go to the doctor. It's okay to have cavities and stuff, and your teeth turn yellow and your mouth fall apart, because we have dentists that can fix it. They can give you a fake smile. Don't worry about it. We have all of these chemicals that nonchalantly or slowly ruining your genes and killing the human being as we know it. But don't worry, we have doctors that can prescribe you things to counteract this, so that you can continue to destroy your body. We don't know how the human mind functions. We don't know how the human mind thinks, but let me alter it so that you don't even believe what you don't even know you are. We don't even know what a human is. We don't truly know what it means to be a male species, let alone be a woman species. Look at the way that their body works. Look at the way that the intricate system is, and yet you want to sit here and tell people that what the fuck? But okay. There's a guy I heard about that's walking around, and he was burning the Quran and got in a lot of trouble for it, and it got me thinking that I want to make a YouTube video, and I want to burn the Holy Bible, and I want to burn the Quran. I want to burn the Book of Mormon. I want to burn the Torah. I want to get together with a bunch of people and burn every fucking Bible or holy book we know known to mankind. I want to burn the Satanist book. I want to burn every religious, spiritual book known to mankind, for the simple fact that wisdom and knowledge is there. A natural wisdom and knowledge that comes from the earth that we live on. Sadly, science has done good, but we can't accept science for what it is and accept religion for what it is. That we need to live without it. We need to live without it. Science is not your God. Religion is not your God. Earth is. The very thing that is allowing you to live should be your God. On a true reality aspect, we could not breathe without oxygen, right? From my understanding, we can synthesize it, but we only found out how to synthesize it from the plants that we get it from. I'm like, hey, y'all don't know how terrified I actually am trying to learn things from y'all because of the blasphemy that I know it is. Why learn selflessness? Why learn motivation? Why learn to be honorable? Why learn to be devoted? When it's all taken for granted, when it's something that you have to do to get an approval or to get a trophy. Like, they say treat your neighbor how you want to be treated. So government, I'm like, this is how you want to be treated, right? Like, with the way we do taxes, with the way that we have our laws, with the simplicity or plasticity, whatever. Oh man, I even forgot the word. God damn it, I forgot the word. But as simple as it's put, the human rights, as simple as human rights. Look at our human rights. What the fuck are human rights? Something we gave you? That's what they'll tell you. Like, bruh, I don't have human rights because I'm not a fucking human. I'm a being of this earth. A being that you guys are trying to take control of, that you should not have no control over. And please know that it's gonna come and bite you. I ain't gonna say it because there's nothing that I can say or describe or depict to you of what your hell is gonna be like. There's nothing that I can say or describe to you to where you're gonna have to endure over this. For not repenting and asking, I won't say that. Don't ask for forgiveness because it's about making the change. The forgiveness is the change. So yeah, instead of asking for forgiveness and all of this other stuff, y'all better just change. Don't repent, world, change. Don't say we're gonna do this or gonna do that, just change. Because if you don't, and that's not a what if from me, man. That's a what if from Earth, from E-Arth. Because E-Arth is calling out. It's all of us.